Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. I know a ton of you guys are going to be excited for this video because it's probably been one of my most requested videos of all time on my channel. I am not exaggerating when I say I probably get about 100 comments a day asking me to do this, and it is my 2017 bullet journal flip through. I was thinking about different ways that I could structure this video, and I thought that for this video I would just, flip through each pages and not really stop on any of them. And I just want to talk a little bit about my whole journey and evolution and things that I figured out and learned along the way. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see a more in-depth, detailed video about my favorite spreads or my least favorite spreads. You guys give me some suggestions in the comments. I will definitely do that. This video is going to be just an actual flip through. So I hope you guys enjoy a year in my bullet journal. Thank you to those of you who have been along for the journey, whether you started from the very beginning or just joined me last month. I could not have ever expected that so many people would be invested in what I draw in a little book. I think I'm gonna stop talking because you guys probably want to get on into the video, so let's just get right into it. As you can see, my bullet journal has taken quite the beating just because I take this thing with me everywhere. If you go back to my very first bullet journal video, you can see how fresh the cover looks, and now it's just so dirty and worn in. But I kind of like that. Anyways, looking through the early stages of my bullet journal is very interesting to me just because of how much my spreads have changed 12 months later. And that's probably one of my favorite things about the bullet journal experience, is that as you go along with things, you figure out what you prefer and what you don't, and you're able to tailor your planner and your agenda to your own needs. And I love that about this system. That's actually one of the pieces of advice that I wanted to pass along. If you are finding that a spread doesn't work for you or that you're not keeping up with it, just take it out or change it. There's no shame in that. There's no pressure to keep up with a spread. You're gonna see that in my bullet journal, I have a lot of spreads that are empty or not filled in, and that's just because I didn't find a use for them. The whole point is to find spreads that work for you. I get so many questions asking me how I keep up with my bullet journal, how I keep it looking consistent, and that's not the main focus when I am making my spreads. I'm more focused on either making spreads that will serve a function for me or that I just find therapeutic and relaxing to make at the time. And when you focus on that, that's when all of the pressure goes away. Some of my favorite spreads in my bullet journal were the spreads that I made when I wasn't really thinking about anything or I was just doodling mindlessly. For example, I did start doing some of these monthly memories pages in some of the months, and those are some of my favorites just because I did kind of a scrapbook thing where I pasted some pictures of stuff that's happened, did journal entries, and it's going to be so cool for me to look back on this journal and see what I was doing and what I was thinking in the month. I just think it's such a great glimpse into my life. I also think bullet journaling has just taught me to embrace imperfections and mistakes. As I'm sure many of you have experienced when making spreads, it is inevitable that you will make a mistake eventually. And instead of just being upset about those mistakes, it's how you can problem solve and fix those mistakes that really matter. I've really had to come up with some crafty ways to fix some mistakes in the past, and I'm proud of myself for figuring that out. Another thing that I loved is seeing your recreations. I can't even tell you how much it made me so happy to see pictures from you guys after I would post a plan with me video. I think that since these spreads are things that I actually use in my personal life and that I really do, put all my heart and passion into, it's awesome to see that other people are also connecting with that and that they want to apply it into their own personal life. And the idea that someone picked up a pen or pencil and doodled along with me or doodled because of me is really the best part of this whole thing. I love that we have a little community of people who are creative and supportive and kind, and makes me so happy that I've figured out what I love and what I want to do on my channel. I was actually thinking about this the other day. My channel has seen so many changes in 2017, and these changes were really organic. At the beginning of the year, I didn't expect to be doing art and journaling videos, but obviously it's something that I've always loved and had a passion for. I've drawn and doodled my whole life growing up, but I never thought that I was good enough to share my art or to do it as a job. This year has really taught myself to be more proud of myself and to give myself more credit, because even though my doodles aren't the best or I'm not the best artist, I'm just glad that some people out there have connected to it and enjoy it just as much as I do. Actually, just a side note before I continue, this month was my favorite month theme, the October with the autumn leaves. Actually, wait, I really liked this one as well. I can't decide. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I'm really curious. By the way, I do have a playlist with every single plan with me, so if you missed one of the months, definitely be sure to check that out. Anyways, we are nearing the end of this flip through. It has been so cool, even for myself, to see the evolution and changes of my bullet journal. Even the improvements in my calligraphy have been very drastic, and now I can't wait for next year. I'm really excited for 2018 to come up with some more creative ideas for you guys, and hopefully you guys are excited as well. Alright everyone, so that was my 2017 bullet journal flip through. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you got some inspiration for your journal for next year, or it was just relaxing for you to watch. Thank you again so much for all of your support this entire year. I did want to show you guys a little token of my appreciation, so I am doing yet another giveaway. This is the year of these secret giveaways, so those of you who stuck around to the end, you guys are getting a little treat. So I am giving away a Google Pixelbook, which is a really cool laptop that actually turns into a tablet, so you are able to draw on it. The Pixelbook will come with the pen and everything you need to get started. I'm so excited for this giveaway. Think of it as a little holiday treat from me to you, and I know it's gonna find a very loving home somewhere out there. So rules will be in the description box below if you want to enter. Check that out. I will make sure it's as simple as possible. So I think I need to wrap things up. Thank you guys for watching. Keep doodling, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone.